Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Atul.
Okay, so and my screen is visible or not? Can anyone confirm?
Yeah, visible.
Okay, thanks everyone. Okay, so today orientation is for foundation courses. So I'm starting with the C programming. So many of you know that you have already done these four courses in the qualifier exam. So let me start with this. One second. Yeah. Okay, so as you know that the code for this course is CS1101, and this is also a foundational course. So you have many of you have already done, or all you have already done this course in the qualifier exam. And this course is provided by the faculty, Dr. Nitin Chanchuna, and he is a professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Madras, and currently handling by the Dr. Vasavraj Talwar, Associate Professor in Department of Computer Science, NITK, Surathkal. And we are the instructor, which we will help during the course. We will provide the live session and supports during the course. So me, Atul Pratap Singh, and other than me, Hemlata ma'am, Umaya Lakshmi, Adit. Okay? So we are the instructor for this course. And now we will talk about the course structure. So what we will cover during the course. So like this course duration is 12 week. Okay, so what is the content week wise? So week 1 to week 4, you have already seen the content in the qualified duration. So week 1 is just like an introduction about the computers. So basic about the computations, architectures, and what is programming, introduction to C language. This is very basic theoretical concepts about the computation. Week 2, we are just discussing the data representation, where we are talking about the number representation of computer, how the number is represented in the computer, negative number, hexadecimal representation, floating point representation, character representation. Like these basics topics we are covering in the week 2. As well as we are also discussing a little bit about the compilation process. Week 3, basically, we are starting the C programming. Okay, so this is actually a C course, so programming is there. So now from week 3 onwards, mainly we are starting the C programming. Okay. So here we are starting the like structure of C program, basics of variables, operators, expressions, how these actually, which is required for any programming language. Okay. So similar, we will discuss this syntax for the C programming. Now, week 4 is the control statement. Definitely, how we can control the execution, control the flow of execution. So that control statement is required. So in this week 4, we are discussing the conditional statements like if, else, if, switch. Okay, and we are discussing the loops, different types of loops like for, while, or do while. Okay, so these loops we are discussing. Now the new content, which you, if you are taking the C programming course in the foundational, so we are starting from week 5 because you have already seen the first 4 week. Now week 5 is the function and scope. Okay, and function, we are covering this function, basic about the function and what is function and how we use this function in C, and what is the recursion that is also related to the function, and runtime. Okay, and what is the scope? So scope is represented like where from we can access the content of the C program, like variable and like function. Okay, so week 6 we are covering the very important topic, which is very useful in the upcoming course like embedded C programming, and later on the degree level also, where you will work with the microcontroller or embedded like, okay, embedded C, where you have to work with the memory addresses. So pointer concept is very important. So we are covering that topic in week 6, introduction to pointer, endian names, alignment. So these are some memory arrangement uh, concept. So pointer and variable compiler optimization. So these topics are we are covering in week 6. Now week 7, we have the array. Okay, so definitely every programming language requires some data structure that can contains multiple data in one instruction. So here we will start the data structures. So array is the starting point, and strings we are covering in this week, week 7, and pointer arithmetic. So how we can perform the arithmetic operation with the pointer, example of pointer arithmetic and strings function. So these topics we are covering in the Beak 7, and Beak 8 is the structured data and custom types. So how we can store the record where the group data we need to store. So we are just looking these structure, struct, union, and type diff or enum, these type of custom types in Beak 8. Beak 9 is dynamic memory allocation. So there are two types of basically memory allocation, dynamic and static memory allocation. So Beak 9 we are covering the dynamic memory allocation, how we can allocate the memory at the runtime. So that concept we are covering in the Beak 9 concept. So we will also discuss about the heap and stack frame okay, in this Beak 9. And also we will discuss about the multi-dimensional array. So suppose if you want to store a matrix, okay, like 2D chessboard data, like this type of 2D representation for the data. So that we are covering in the Beak 9. And Beak 10 is the file handling. So definitely if we are working with a bigger project, so where we required to handle our program with the external file. So how we can access the data from the external file and how we can return the output to the external file. So that how file handling is the concept we will learn in the Beak 10. In the same, we will also discuss the bit manipulation. So that bit manipulation is also very important in the terms of embedded C or microcontroller programming. So where we require some bitwise operation, or we need to set or unset the particular bit for any registers. So that this knowledge is also required. So that we will cover in the Beak 10. Beak 11. Beak 11 is the process.
मैंने भी उसको असाइन किया है मैक्सिमम और आप
I think some hello Arnav.
रवि
Okay, so thanks. Okay, so Beak 11 is preprocessor and multiple file project. So this week is required when we are dealing with a project where you are using multiple C files and you want to combine them into as a one project. So that we are covering the Beak 11, how we can combine the multiple file as a one project, and also the macros. Okay, so that is we will cover in the Beak 11. And Beak 12, there is no content. So this is a refresher free Beak. So where you can recap the all previous Beaks and you can ready for the exam. So now this is all about the syllabus of the C programming course. And after that, what we will provide during the course, so that is just like a recorded video lecture by the professor every week, 2 to 3 hours. After that, we will provide the lecture slides. Week-wise summary notes we are also providing for this course, and practice theory assignment, practice programming assignment from week 3. And we also provide the 3 live session every week, and that sessions are divided into one is theory explanation session and another 2 is the programming oriented session. Okay, and we have also discourse forum. For that you can also put your query in the forum, and we will check that query and we will revert back on the forum. And apart from that, we will also provide some TA session for more help to learn the programming, for practice for the programming. So these are the things we will provide. And we will also discuss the solution of this practice programming assignment. Additional live coding problems we will discuss during the live sessions. So there are lots of content we have for the practice. Because this is a programming course, definitely much practice is required to understand this course. Okay, so because of that, we will provide many programming live session. And aside, this is the assessment. So graded theory assignments you will get every week. First 2 weeks you have only quiz type of assignment, but from week 3 onwards you will also get a programming assignment with the simple graded assignment. And after first 4 weeks you will have a one exam, quiz 1. Okay, this is similar to your qualifier exam at TCS Center, where the syllabus is still week 4. And after that, this course has 2 programming exam. Because this is a programming course, definitely you have to give the programming exam to as a assessment. So we are providing 2 programming exam, OPP1 and OPP2. And these are also online proctored exams. So syllabus for OPP1 is till week 6, and syllabus for the OPP2 is till week 10. And where you have to write a programming solution code for the given problems during the given time constraint. Okay, so 2 hours you will get. You have to solve at least 4 problems. So, for this course, you have to clear at least one of the OPP exam with at least 40 marks to pass this course. Okay, so this course has separate passing criteria in the programming exam. Okay, and last we have the final end term exam at TCS Center. So these are the exams assessment we have in the C programming course. Okay, so these are the some reference books. We will provide these links on the discourse itself. Discourse page also has these links. Otherwise, course first week content we will provide these links. So some books are there, some type links are there, so that we will provide. So this is all about the C programming course, and grading pattern definitely you will get for the next term. So this is the previous term, so I am not discussing this. So let me just. And this is the C programming. We also have the C programming lab. Okay, so now C programming lab is completely separated to the C programming course. Okay, so that has the separate grading pattern. So let's quickly discuss the C programming lab. So there are two components basically for C programming lab. One is online lab, another is the in-campus lab. Okay. So in online lab, we generally provide the timed lab assignment. So this is also very similar to the programming assignment, your graded programming assignment. We will provide these programming assignment from week 5. Okay. So when the week 6 will release, we will start these assignments for the lab. Those who have registered for the C programming lab, they need to attempt this. Okay. So this is for the online lab, you have to attempt this 6 timed assignment. And after that, there is a criteria that if you are getting average of best 4 timed lab assignment score out of 6, then you are eligible to attend the in-person lab at IIT Madras. Okay, so that is the in-campus lab, and the weightage for the both component like online lab and offline lab is 50-50%. Okay, so then you will get the grade for the this lab. Okay, so this is completely separated. Okay, so the course will run separately and lab will run separately. So this is all about the C programming course. If you have any query, you can ask regarding the C. Any query?
Sir, I am Kavita. behalf of Muthukumaran, I am speaking here. He is in college. So I am attend this session. He didn't receive the email, student email. So he join meeting or join class. He have problem.
Okay, so he just qualified the exam, na? Qualified exam.
Yes, sir.
So all these Victoria, can
Sir,
you
many times
give
we are sending mail to IIT Madras, but they are not respond.
Victoria, are you here? Can you give the answer? So
He
actually,
attend all the classes through
we got it.
Gmail,
Actually,
Gmail
what
login.
happened?
Now, hello.
So this qualify listen. This
Yes.
qualifier process actually runs till the end of the terms. Okay, so now this 31st of August, one qualifier exam is done. Okay, so once the all qualifier exam is done, then
Yes,
only this.
he's attend all the qualified exam.
Huh.
Last week onwards, he didn't log in.
So there is some time is required to like provide the student email ID. So this process is going on. These students, those who have just qualified, they will receive this student email ID very soon before this term. Okay, next term. Yes.
So like in the intern exam and the score on the Checker Studio.
No, your voice is breaking.
Gorans,
Gorans, I am not able to hear properly. Your voice is too much breaking. Meanwhile, any other query? Anyone? Okay. If hello.
Are you able to hear me now?
Still, Gorans, your
Sir, are you able to
voice
hear me
is
now?
Your voice is breaking. Yeah, okay, you can write your query in the chat. Okay. We will see.
Okay, sir. I just wanted to ask, like, what are the further processes
No, we are
in
not
the
able
end
to understand
of
anything what you are saying.
examination?
Goran, still your voice is not clear. Okay, any other query or shall we move to the next course? Goran, you can write your query in the chat. We will read and we will give your answer. Next is math or which course?
Yeah, I'll go through it. So yeah, thanks, Atul. So I'll just present it. I'll just do it for the ESTC. So is my screen visible? Can somebody just let me know?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I hope if you have already passed the qualifier paper, you would have already knowing that you must have to like the content for the starting 4 weeks. Even though I'll just go through it once again for somebody who will be just taking for the first time the ESTC. So this is like one of the very core like electronic subject that will be studying in the first semester. And this very basic course also, many of you would have studied in class 12th also if you would have physics in your class 12th, okay, or somebody who wrote JEE. Okay, so we'll start with the basic stuffs like in the first week, and this course like is like we are doing some hands-on also. So, okay, so and there will be a lab also apart from the theory courses. There will be a separate thing. There will be a credit for the lab course also. But I'll just go through the theory first, and then I'll let you know about the lab. So in the starting weeks, we'll just be learning about the basic stuffs of a phone, like a mobile phone that you generally use, the charger, and then the cell, the battery, all those stuffs we'll be learning, and then the basic stuff like what is registers. Okay, so theory part about that we'll be learning in the first week, and then we'll start we'll jump and then try to solve the problems, like we'll start learning about the Ohm's law that you have already learned in maybe in the class 11th and 12th, or maybe somebody would have learned in class 10th also. So we'll be learning about the Ohm's law, and then we'll learn about the current source, the voltage source. Maybe for the first time, many of you would be learning about those. And then some of the theories like ACL, KVL theories also will be learning to solve some of the basic circuit courses. So whole course is altogether circuit courses where you'll have to solve a lot of problems that contains resistor, capacitor, inductor, and all. So some of the theories related to those we'll be learning like the nodal analysis, KCL, mesh analysis. Okay, and then we'll move to the week 3, and then week 3 again we'll be learning about some of the basic stuffs like the speaker, the microphone that we already see that in our life, but most of the people doesn't know how does that works and all. So we'll be learning about those things also. We'll try to open up mobile phone also, and then we'll see where the speaker get attached and then the microphone is attached. Okay, and then we'll be learning some of the basic stuffs about the energy powers and all also in the week 3. And week 4 is just like a refresher for you. So whatever we have learned in week 1 to 3 will be we'll try to solve some problems. So week 4 will like even every fourth week will be just be solving the problems itself. So whatever we'll be learning in the 3 weeks, we'll be solving a lot of problems in the fourth week. Okay, so and then we'll move. So this will be the quiz 1 syllabus from week 1 to 4. So it's like very basic, some stuff about the KVL, KCL, and that's it. And then you'll just have to solve problems related to capacitor, inductor, and the rest. Okay, we'll move to week 5. So week 5 again you'll be learning some of the theories related to like a superposition theorem and all. Many of you would have already learned about those theories, but again you'll be learning the same thing: series, parallel connections. That'll be some sort of a repetition itself from week 2. But yeah, again we'll be learning here. We'll be learning about some of the theories related to like the passive element, the active elements and all. Okay, the linear electronics components. So some of the theories also will be learning in the week 5. And then we'll move to week 6, where we'll be learning about the amplifier. Okay, so those amplifier will not be going into much detail because there are other courses where we'll be learning how to generally build our amplifier. But here amplifier has been given, we just be saying how does it works. Okay, there's nothing much elaborative, but yeah, theory part about the amplifier, some basic questions also about the amplifier, but not much detailed stuffs, okay, about the amplifier we'll be learning. And then we'll move to the low pass filter, high pass filter. So the connection RNC, how does it works? When does how will we connect the RNC so that will work as a low pass filter? How generally we'll connect the RC circuit so that it will work as a high pass or a band pass filter. So those things we'll be learning in week 7. And again, I already told you every 4th week you'll be having a refresher. So week 8 again we'll just be solving the problems from the whatever we have learned in the last 3 weeks. Okay, so this will be the syllabus for the quiz 2. Okay, and then we'll move to the final last 4 weeks. So last 4 weeks, a bit of digital also will be learning here. So we have already learned about the circuits and all. So from week 9 onwards, you'll just be learning a bit about the digital, even though you'll be learning a whole lot of things about the digital in a separate course, digital electronics, but we'll just be going through a brief about the digital again here also. Okay, so in week 9 and 10, you'll be just be learning basic stuffs about the simple digital stuffs. Okay, like the binary number systems and all, decimal to binary conversion. So those are very basic stuffs you'll be learning here. And week 11, you'll be learning about the modulation. Okay, so frequency modulation, you'll be learning amplified modulation and all in the week 11. And similarly, again, the same thing, week 12, we'll just be solving. But the whole course will mostly will revolve around the KVL KCL. So these are some of the basic theories like the nodal analysis or the mesh analysis are, you can just think of as a backbone for the whole electronics itself. Whenever you'll be going to the other courses also in EEC or analog and all, those are the basic stuff that you'll be using everywhere to solve the problems. Okay, so when you'll be, so even though we are learning a lot of things here, so like we are just learning small pieces, like a chunk of a bit about the amplifier, a bit about the digital and all, but the whole if you'll just go through the graded assignments and the quizzes and all, we'll keep on telling you that this whole course will mostly revolve around the circuit courses. Okay, as the name itself suggests. Okay, so most of the paper, maybe the 80-90% of always the paper will contains will be consuming you relate to the circuits, resistor, capacitor itself. Okay, where you just have to use KVL, KCL, or the theory that will be dealing like the superposition theorems and all to solve the problem, or power theorem also will be learning. But yeah, so this is what the whole the content of the EST TC contains. So our so there will be like mostly 3 of our prof from the IIT Madras itself will be taking the courses, like it's pre-recorded videos, and then apart from that videos we'll be having some other sessions also. So Professor Bobby George will be there, Professor Janki sir will be there, and then Professor Annie sir also will be there. So the recorded videos are of these 3 prof. Those are also the prof in IIT Madras itself. And apart from that, we'll be having 3 sessions by the instructors, and then we'll be having some TAs also to help you out wherever you'll be finding some difficulties and all. Okay, so any further doubts or questions about ESTC, if you can have, you can just let me know. Anyone is having any questions? No, yes, maybe. Nothing. What? I can't hear you. Okay, so if you don't have, can we move to the next course?
September qualified students.
What?
This meeting is for students who have qualified for the September session.
Yeah, who has already qualified, and yeah, so.
Like, okay, sir, fine.
Sir, what about the lab which is
Okay,
happening
yeah.
from September 6th to 8th? All that, could you
Sorry,
give
sorry.
a...
Yeah. So there will be a lab also, separate lab for the ESTC course. That will happen mostly, those are that will happen offline. Okay, so you'll have to come, you'll have to register for that course itself. That's a separate course, the ESTC lab. You'll have to register for that, and then you'll have to come to the campus. Okay, and that will be a whole 1 day or 2 day lab stuff. So, okay, you'll be given the kits and all. For that, you'll have to pay. The kits, every devices and all will be given, and then you'll be like a simple stuff, whatever you have learned in week 1 to 12, right? Depending on the whole content that you have learned, you'll be having an experiment. a lab experiment that you'll have to do. You'll be providing the kit and all. So whole day you'll have to perform that stuff. You'll be given some time, and then in that given time you'll have to perform. Let's for example, you have to build a low pass filter or a high pass filter, something like that. Okay, so there are very basic steps.
Sir, the lab is weekend or working day, sir?
Mostly it depends after the semester. Like after the semester, maybe the weekend it happens. But yeah, but if it goes for 3-4 days, then we can't have a weekend like for the 4 days, right? So Saturday, Sunday it includes, but many a times it will include a Friday also. Yeah. So accordingly, you'll have to like schedule the like you have to plan it the dates and all. But mostly it will be on the weekend. But yeah, sometimes it can take Friday also or a Monday also.
Sir,
Yeah.
what will be process after the end-term exam? Because I have qualified and I have given end-term day before
Yeah, so you have already written the
end-term
qualified.
exam. No, sir. Because I have qualified, I have given end-term exam. So is this meeting not for us, right?
No, it's they will be opting for the other courses, right? Whatever you have not done.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
yeah, so we'll be going through those courses also. So there are some of the courses that you'll have to do, like while writing the qualifier paper, you write ACC, Maths 1 and all, right? English 1 and all. And then you
So we can stay, right, sir?
yeah, you have to. Yeah, you can stay as of now. You have to stay because after that you will be going through the other courses. Those
Okay,
uh,
okay.
starting from the basic, like these are the qualifier subject, and then we'll move to the subjects, the other subjects also like EEC and all. Yeah.
Okay.
Any doubts on the ESTC? So that I'll move it to Maths 1 also. Okay. So if you don't have anything, I'll just move it to Maths 1. So again, Maths 1 is also one of the qualifier the subjects. Most of you would have already passed if you are just already has like qualified for the semester like September terms, or you have already passed it. So these are some of the like the Maths 1 also. It's like one of the very basic course that you'll be learning here. So week 1 starts with the simple number systems and all, variable functions and all. Okay, week 2 is one of the important portion that will keep on coming. Like when you'll be learning the signals also, that will help you whenever you're learning this is like circuit courses also. Like for example, transient analysis and all. If you are doing Laplace and all, you are solving. This week 2 will keep on coming, and then will helping you to solve the system of linear equations and all. Okay, so this is one of the most important portion that like you should be focusing more. Okay, and then we'll start with the limit continuity and differentiability. Okay, so the coming 3-4 weeks will go into the basics theory about the limit continuity and differentiability. We'll be learning some of the theories like L'Hopital's rule and also. Okay, so these are the things that we'll be learning. And then so this apart from like the starting 2 weeks where we have just learned about this is like linear equation systems. Okay, and then for the coming 4 weeks we have learned the continuity differentiability. So like it's like so starting weeks we have started with the matrix and all, and then continuity differentiability. And after that we'll be moving to the theories like the geometric progression, the arithmetic progressions and all. Okay, so, and then again, we'll be moving to the calculus part where we'll be learning about some of the integration theories like Riemann sums to calculate the definite integral. Okay. And the last some of the weeks, like again, we'll be moving toward the ODE, PD, and all. So PD will not be learning much, but ODE will be learning the ordinary differential equation. And again, this is the one of the concept that for the electronics will keep on coming. Okay, and then it will be like this concept you'll be using everywhere, like in most of the circuit courses, wherever you are dealing with the transient analysis and all, or the steady analysis, you'll always be using this ODE concept. Okay, everywhere to solve. The problems. Okay, maybe it in EEC whenever you'll be moving out to the EEC course. Okay, or maybe in the analog, or maybe further the core electronics courses wherever it will be coming, or signals also. You'll be using this ODE concept everywhere to solve. Like this concept will be helping you to solve many of the problems. Okay, so this was a brief about the Maths one. Just like most of the portions are from calculus and then the system of linear equations. Okay, yeah. Anything else from the Maths one? Yeah, and maths one also Professor Andrew sir recordings will be there, and then Professor Ram sir is also there as a prof. They are also the prof from IIT Madras from electrical department itself. Okay, and apart from that, the instructor Srikant will be there. Srikant will be there to help you out, and yeah, and there will be some TAs also to help you out in the live sessions and all. Yeah. Any questions that you have from Maths on or ESTC, you can just let me know. Anybody?
Hello. Yes, sir. Actually, is this the meeting for? I have completed my foundation exam in August 31st. Is this meeting for us? Or else I don't need to attend this meeting.
Yeah. So you have already done with your qualifier paper, right? 4 paper you have already.
Yeah, I completed the foundation exam also, that interim exam also.
Yeah. So, but you'll have to now from now onwards we'll be dealing with the courses that you can opt for. Okay. So yeah.
Okay,
That
sir.
like
Actually,
for the people. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, we got the results yesterday. I mean, like, when will we get the final
You'll be
GPA?
getting in the coming 2-3 days the final score. Yeah.
Okay, one more question. So if we fail, I mean, like in any one of the subjects, so how can we redo the exam? So I need to carry out that exam in the next term, or there will be a separate exam for that?
No, if you want to just repeat the end term, there is an option to do that also, but you'll be charged for that. Some charge is there. If you want to repeat the whole course itself, then that also you can do.
Okay,
But
but it will not affect my second term, right? I'm like the next max 2 and continuing with the max 2 and all.
no, if you are finished like maths one, if you are not able to pass, you can't take maths two.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
So is there any
There are some
possibility?
courses for which there are some prerequisite. Okay, so if you're not fulfilling those, you can't take the other courses. Like for example, for ESTC is the prerequisite. If you're not passing ESTC, you can't take E. Okay,
Okay,
same thing for
so
maths also. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. I mean, like, can I rewrite the exam in coming months, or else? I mean, like, there
No,
will be a
you'll have to wait. No. There is no separate exam for whoever. So it will happen as usual. Like it will start. The term starts from 19th of September, and then the quiz 1, quiz 2, and the final exam. So you'll have to repeat with those people.
Oh, okay. For that that particular subject alone, or something
No,
like, yeah.
that particular subject wherever you are failing, not the whole subjects. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Anything else?
Sir,
Yeah.
I had a question. If I have qualified all, means my graded assignment is above 40, and if I fail in terms of when we have to go in term at end of the semester or in middle.
I didn't get your point. Like what you're saying.
That was that question was solved. I had another question. If I want to take I have failed in maths in this term.
Yeah. So
Okay, so in next semester when I will select the subjects, so will I have to in CCC that credit clearing capability? Will I be able to choose if I'm able to choose only 2 subjects? So will that subject will be included or not? In which I have failed.
No, for that, you see, if you are failing in maths one, right? Next time you'll have to pass that, and then only you can opt for the other courses like maths 2. The prerequisite for which, for the courses where the maths one is required.
No, my question was about credit clearing capability. So if my for this term if I'm allowed to select on 2 subjects, so will that maths will be included in that too, or will be excluded by that too?
Okay, I'm not aware of that. Can
No.
somebody? Oh, just
So
give me a second. Just give me a second. Atul or Subhendu, Victoria, can you just answer? I'm not able to get what he's asking.
Yeah, so this is support related query.
Okay.
Get it.
Okay, so what you can do is you can just mail it to the support team. They will reply you back.
Okay.
Sarthak, yeah.
Okay.
Anything else that you have for ESTC or maths? If not, we can just move it to the other courses maybe. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, sir. Oh yeah, Vasudha. Okay, you can go. Basundra, can I? One second.
Answer? Yes, sir.
Actually, I have the another like
Yeah.
orientation. So can I do first?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Okay, so this is regarding the Linux course, Intro to Linux course. This is also a foundational course. Okay, after the qualifier, this is the outside of the qualifier. Okay, so other 4 courses which you have in the foundation. So this course is common in the DS program as well as the ES program. So in DS, it is running with the name of system command, and here in the ES, it is running with the name of Introduction to Linux Shell. Okay, and professor is Gandham Pani Kumar. He's the professor in IIT Madras, and we are the instructor for this course. Atul, Subhendu, Hemlata, Fran, Satya, Syan. Okay, and if we will talk about the syllabus, so I have separate syllabus for this, like this. So you can see we are just discussing about the Linux actually. This you know about the Linux operating system. Most of you are the Windows actually users, maybe Mac users. But similarly, we have also the Linux operating system. So how you can work with the Linux? What are the command and how we can work with the terminal? Okay, so how we can perform all the operation with the help of terminals. So these things we are covering in this course, and the syllabus is like week 1 we are covering like need for shell scripting skills for electronic systems. So why we are learning this course in the electronic systems? Okay, so later you will see, you will work with the microcontroller, or you will make the project with the help of microcontrollers. Okay, so when you will work with the microcontroller embedded system, you actually require the knowledge of this. Okay, for the Linux programming or Linux interface, these things. And later on the like diploma level, degree level, later course, you will also require the knowledge of this Linux course. Okay, so first video is just regarding this, why this is required for the electronic system. After that, we will discuss about that how we can install the like Linux machine in our system, and command line environment, simple commands in the Linux. So what are the basic commands with the Linux? And for this course, we know that most of you are the Windows users. So how you can work with the Linux operating system, because that OS is not in your system. Okay, so we will provide a virtual actually machine access to you. Okay, there is no need to install. You can install if you can. You can install the Ubuntu or any Linux OS version in your system, but we will also provide a access of virtual machine. You can easily log in through your command prompt in the Windows machine. You can directly log in through that, and you can work with the Linux system. Okay, so one virtual machine access we will provide in the first week itself, and this is our request also. If you are taking this course, so just attend all the live sessions from the first week, because that week is crucial about the access of virtual machine, because most of the assignments you will get on the virtual machine only. Okay, and also your programming exam will be conducted on the virtual machine, so you should be aware how to access the virtual machine from the first week onwards. So week 2 we are just discussing about the command line editors and networking command and SSH, how you can connect the remote device through the SSH. Okay, and like editors, how you can work with the documents, how you can write a document in with the help of editors, and networking basic commands we will cover in the week 2. Week 3 is the combining commands, how we can combine multiple commands, okay, and files, and redirect the output into a file or as a standard output, like, and some software management, how you can install the package or basic things which you have already done in the Windows system, like installing the software. Similarly, you can install the package or software in the Linux also. So how you can do that, Linux process management, this will be covered in the week 3. Week 4 we will discuss about the pattern matching. So suppose if you have any document, you want to search any particular text in that text document, so how you can do this. So that type of commands we will use in the pattern matching week 4 algorithm. So next week 5 is the cell like programming, cell scripting. So we will start with from the Beak 5 cell variables we will discuss, and the other basic concept we will cover in the Beak 5, and Beak 6 we will cover the all remaining part of the cell scripting. So like some commands line utility overview of the cell script, bash script introduction, so all like loops, conditional statement, everything we will see in the Beak 6 as well as the Beak 7. After that, Beak 8, we will discuss about the how you can automate the scripts and SAD command. Okay, so SAD, this is also a text Steam editor, and you will see. So some like terminology is difficult to understand in the like one presentation. So, but Beak wise, we will discuss about in the detail what is the purpose of each command, how we can use that each command in the details. Okay, so don't worry about that. And similarly, Beak 9 is the awk programming. So this is also a one type of programming in the Linux system. So that we will discuss about the Beak 9. And Beak 10 is about the version control system. I hope you know, you have listened about the Git and GitHub. So how we can control our, like we can make the version control in our system, how we can maintain our project in the form of versions. So regarding some knowledge will be given in the Beak 10. Like regarding the hardware, prompt testing, and managing storage. So all these things will be covered in the Beak 10. Beak 11 and Beak 12 are a free week in this because, okay, so there is no content. So you can recap all the content from the previous week. That is enough for this course and for the exam preparation. So this is the syllabus content. So week-wise concept we have discussed here. Evaluation mechanism. Okay, so what are the assessment we have? So similar the other programming course, you will get some quiz assignments. Okay, like C programming course quiz assignment you will get every week, as well as you will get a programming assignment. So this is not like a C programming course. This is just like a command type of script-based programming course on the portal. Okay, other than portal, you will also get the assignments on the virtual machine. Okay, so this virtual machine, that assignment you will get. So because of that, from week 1 onwards, we will start the like to explain the process how you can access the virtual machine and how you can solve the questions on the virtual machine. And on virtual machines, this bi-weekly programming test. Okay, so after after leaving 1 week, you will get a one assignment. So that is called as a bi-weekly programming test. That is in short we call it as a BPT. Okay, so that will be released bi-weekly, and you have to solve within a week. Okay, so this is very important assessment because OPP exam, programming exam, this course also has a programming exam, and that is also mandatory to pass. Okay, so this is to clear this course, you have to clear this OPP exam with at least 40 marks. Okay, and but we will give 2 chance. Okay, we will just provide a one OPP attempt first, that is mandatory. If you attempt that, and if you are not able to qualify that, okay, so if you are not getting 40 marks, so you will get another chance within the next week, and that is the last chance. Okay, if you are not able to clear that also, so you means you are not clear the OPP exam for this course. So just practice too much on the VM questions during the course. Okay, so to clear this OPP exam. Okay, and we have the quiz 1 exam similar to the C programming course. After the first 4 weeks, syllabus is first 4 week content for the quiz 1, and similar like a final exam, term exam after completing the course. Okay, so these 2 exam, quiz 1 and term exam, are just like your TCS center exam, and OPP exam is a online proctor remote exam. Okay, so this is the evaluation mechanism of this for this course. And we will provide a, like for Linux course, we generally conduct 3 live sessions per week by the instructor, and 2-3 live sessions from the TA. So total, you can assume that every day you will get a 1 session. So if you have any problem, any issue with the course, you can join every day and you can clarify that. So discourse forum you have like, and we also provide the GSpace for this Linux course and this thing. So you can also connect through that and log in to the course VM. This is the very important part of this course. Okay, so yeah, this course also has the lab. Okay, so and that is separate from the course, separate code, and okay, separate registration is required for that. So that lab also has the 2 component, online lab and in-campus lab. Okay, so similar to like C course, you have to complete the online lab component first to make eligible for you in the in-campus lab. Okay, so you can check the grading document. Every details are given the grading document. So what criteria you have to clear in the online lab to attend the in-campus lab for this course, and both has the equal weightage, 50% for online and 50% for in-campus. But to join the in-campus lab, you have to clear the criteria for online lab. So that is also similar, like 40% you have to get in the average of all online lab assignment. And these online lab assignment will also be conducted on the virtual VM machine. Okay, so this is all about the Linux course. If you have any query regarding the Linux course, you can ask.
Sir, Linux means CentOS or Red Hat or Ubuntu.
So generally we use the Ubuntu, and Ubuntu we use the command terminal. Okay, so we work with the terminal only. So we not use the GUI, and we work with the terminal to perform all the things. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt regarding C programming OPP. It's just I attended the OPP one, but then in the place of marks, they have displayed it as absent. And I follow the SOP guidelines also, but I also wrote mails to the IIT support team and I have received no updates on it. So I just wanted to ask.
Okay, so there are some criteria in the OPP exam. You have to stay in the meeting with the full duration of the meeting. You cannot leave the meeting before time like this. So suppose if you are giving the exam on the portal and you have left the meeting. Okay, meeting is also required now for that OPP exam. So you have to stay in the meeting during the complete duration of the exam, 2 hours or 2.5 hours.
I stayed in the meeting completely. I didn't disconnect even once.
So maybe definitely some reason will be there that cannot be happen. What you can do, you can write a mail to the support, and maybe you can put me in the CC. I hope you have my ID.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you are
Sir,
in
I have already
GSpace, you
returned
can
to the
connect.
support team
I-
long ago,
you
but
know
I'll
about
write
the
it.
GSpace we have created for this course. You can directly connect with me on the GSpace. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll
Thank
check.
you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and any other question? Or regarding the Goran's question, sir, what are the process after giving the end-term exam? Okay, so this is those who have given the end-term exam, you will get the result for this end-term exam within maybe 1 or 2 days, next 2 days. And after that, registration will be open for the next term course selection. Okay, so that registration will be open very soon, in I think next week. And you have to register for the course which you want to take in the next term. That next term is starting from the 19th September, and that course will be start. So you can select course according to your choice. Okay, what you can take. But before selection, just look the grading document, what course you can take. So every course have some prerequisite, co-requisite, some conditions. So just check here fully the grading document, and then only select. Okay, and once your registration will be done, your payment will be done, you can start your course from 19th September. So this is the process. Okay, so any other query, anyone, or shall we move to the next course?
Sir, only when you're done with the 4 courses, you can move on to diploma, is it? You cannot.
No, not four. So I think in the
8.
foundation level, more than I think 8 courses are there. So you
Yes,
can just
yes,
check the
okay.
grading work. After completing all the courses, okay, then you can only move to diploma level. You have to complete the foundation level first.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Vasundhara. I have another orientation session. Can I proceed?
What, Subhendu?
I
So
have another orientation session. Can I proceed first?
can you just complete it first? I also have to leave right now.
Okay,
Actually, we have the DS diploma orientation session from 4. So because of that, we are completing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subhendu, you can.
Yeah, I'm doing. So my screen is visible, right? Okay, so embedded C programming. So course faculty is Dr. Nitin Chandra Tarun, that professor at IIT Madras, Department of Electrical Engineering. And course instructors are Livin Akhtar and myself, Subendu Goyal. And what will be the learning objective? First is the embedded C programming. So it's like we'll develop proficiency in writing the program, optimize the embedded C course, and focus on the memory management and bit manipulations and low-level hardware interfaces. Then microcontrollers, architectures, and applications. So understand the basic microcontrollers architectures, including CPU, memory, and input-output interface. And peripheral interfacing. So learn to interface and manage peripherals such as sensors, motors, and display. And the RTOS concept. So real-time operating system. So can a basic understanding of real-time operating systems, like learn how to managing the tasks, how to prioritize the tasks, how to resource allocations in embedded system. What will be the course outline? So week 1, we'll learn about the introduction to embedded systems and the microcontroller. So this week, we'll start the basics. We'll define what is embedded systems, what is the difference between microcontrollers and microprocessors. We'll explore various microcontrollers families, and then we'll focus on the STM32 family. Our main platform is the STM32, right? Then week 2, basic of embedded system. In the second week, we'll dive into the fundamental of C programming, especially like tailored for the embedded systems. We'll cover the essential concept like data types, control structures, and function. Additionally, we'll discuss the memory management like a basic IO operation. This is a foundation very crucial for the effective of the embedded programming, and we will prepare you for more advanced topic in the upcoming week. Third week, that intermediate STM32 programming and architecture. So this week, like will specific STM32 programming will start the basic general purpose input output GPIO, which is essential for interfacing the hardware component. We'll also introduce the STM32 clock system, basic serial communication using AOT, and time management using timers. Right? And we'll also like analog to digital converters. We'll see all the things. Then week 4, advanced peripheral interfacing. So week 4 is all about the advanced peripheral interfacing. We'll explore more sophisticated GPIO features and dive into the SPI and I2C communication protocol. We'll learn about the pulse width modulation, that PWM, for like actuator controllers using timers for input capturings. We'll integrate various sensors and enhancing our system capability to interact with the physical world. Week 5 is digital communication protocol. So this week I will take into the digital communication protocol. So we'll revisit the UART, SPI, and I2C, providing more in-depth coverage for practical applications. Additionally, we'll introduce also that CAN protocol commonly used in automotive and industrial applications. Right. Week 6, advanced peripheral and like interfacing. So in week 6, we'll build our previous discussion on peripheral interfacing will focus on more integrating both digital and analog sensors, which are crucial creating for the responsive systems. We'll also cover the basic of wireless communication and discuss power management techniques to ensure our system both effective and efficient. Week 7, so it's all about problem practice and problem solving. So it's dedicated for hands-on practice. We'll work on exercise and challenges designed to reinforce the concept we'll cover so far, right? Week 8 is embedded software design and pattern and system architectures. So this week we'll shift our focus on that software design. We'll introduce the various software architectures and common design pattern used in the embedded system. We'll learn about the event-driven programming, which is critical for handling real-time events. We also cover error handling and debugging technique to ensure your code is reliable and maintainable. Week 9, that introduction to real-time operating system, RTOS. So week 9 will introduce the real-time operating system. We'll cover the basic and feature of RTOS, demonstrate how to integrate RTOS in into the STM32 project, we learn about the synchronization mechanism, then timing, then scheduling, how to manage the tasks, which are essential for the real-time application. Week 10 is the like advanced embedded C concepts. This week we'll delve into the advanced C programming concept for the embedded system. We'll cover the advanced memory management technique, low-level device access, and efficient data handling. Additionally, we'll also discuss the optimization for the real-time performance and advanced debugging profiling technique to enhance your development process. Week 11 is all about the development tools and debugging techniques. In week 11, we'll explore the various development tools available for the embedded system. We'll discuss version control system, which are crucial for the managing our code base. We'll also cover the advanced debugging technique, strategic code analysis, and automatic testing, continuous integration, that is CI, practice to improve the code quality and development efficiency. Week 12 is like safety, ethics, and professional practice. So in our final week, we'll discuss the broader aspect of working in the embedded system field. We'll cover the ethical consideration and safety standard that ensure our system are safe and reliable. We'll also touch the security fundamental to protect our system from like vulnerabilities. Finally, we'll discuss the professional development and ethics in the embedded system. And quiz and end term, there will be 2 quizzes and 1 end terms and textbook. So you can take the screenshot. So these are the textbook. So making embedded system design for the great softwares and programming embedded system C and C++. So any questions? Okay, so if you don't have any question, then we'll move to the next. Okay, Basundara, you can carry.
Yeah, thank you, Subhendu. Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so anybody here who have completed ESTC and are about to take this course EEC, Electrical and Electronic
Yes,
Circuits?
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
fine. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so as you know, the prerequisite for this course is ESTC. The professors involved here in the who have recorded the video lectures are Professor Bobby George and Anirudhan sir, who were part of the ESTC as well. So we basically dealt with DC circuits in your ESTC. So just like your ESTC, your EEC will also be another a paper where you need to put much efforts for solving problems once learning the concepts. So this makes the foundation for other analog courses coming up in other terms. So in ESTC, you would have stopped at a point where you were writing differential equations to analyze a circuit with resistor and capacitor. And here you just start with an example problem where we see that if a circuit becomes more complicated, the same way of making use of writing the differential equation to analyze the circuit would be tedious. So we go for alternate approaches for which we learn the phases. So our course starts with introduction to phases. So you would have already learned vector concepts in your school level. So the basics of which is very much essential for making yourself comfortable with this week 1, where you deal with phases. You will learn the various phasor representations. So just these phasor representations will be helpful for representing a AC quantity. Then we will see the current and voltage relationship in pure resistive network, inductive network, and capacitive network. And then when you have a resistor and inductor in the same circuit, like an RL circuit, such like composite networks also, you will see what is the relationship between current and voltage. So that is the essence of week 1. Then week 2, so far you would have, again in ESTC, you would have, since you were dealing with DC, we were just mostly you would have seen, solve problems with resistor alone. So we would have solved for the power dissipated in the resistor, all such things. So that power we were all solving for, we would learn that is the actually referred as the average power. And we will give two more definitions for other two powers, which is the reactive power and the apparent power. So when you have these reactive elements like inductor and capacitor in the circuit, you will have a phase difference between the voltage and current. Thereby you will have the definition for the other two powers, reactive and apparent power, and by which we will learn what is called as power factor, which will play a main role in electrical machines and all. Then you would have already learned superposition theorem in your ESTC, and continuation to that, you would learn two more network theorems here, the Norton and Thevenin theorem, which are basically source transformation to each other. And this Thevenin and Norton you will see in later other concepts also, when you go to the electronics based concepts also, while you learn to model a transistor, etc., whether it be in this course or in the other course, analog based courses. This Thevenin will help you a lot. So that is more important. The understanding of the Thevenin and Norton theorem is more important. Then we just apply this whatever theorems you would have learned, like superposition theorem, nodal, mesh, then this Thevenin, Norton, etc., being applied to AC as well in addition to DC. So mainly that will be learned through some problem solving in week 3. Okay. Then week 4, we just jump to a new topic. We get introduced to frequency domain by means of Laplace transforms. So Laplace transforms, remember, we would be learning the aspects that is related in connection with the analyzing or solving with electric networks, electric circuits. More on Laplace transform signal aspects you would be learning in depth. I mean, the more properties of Laplace transforms, etc., you would be learning in the signals and system paper. So here we confine the learning of Laplace in circuits aspect. So we will be just learning the some selected properties of Laplace transform that would be useful in analyzing the electric circuits. Because when you have an inductor or capacitor and writing for the expressions for the current or voltage, you will have a derivative term or integral term coming into picture, and how those terms, derivative or integral terms, get converted in the S domain. All those things we will learn. So everything, as already mentioned, from the circuit point of view, we will confine our learning to the Laplace. Other, I think you have you learned the Laplace in Math 1? No, I think you will be learning it in Math 2. Anyway, you will be learning more on Laplace in the signals and systems paper later. Now, week 5, after having learned some basic properties of Laplace and some Laplace of basic signals, we would apply the Laplace transform in electric circuits, and we can even find the Thevenin circuit in the S domain. Okay, so that would be the just the application of Laplace that we will be dealing in week 5. Then right from week 6, we will slowly enter into the electronics topic. That means we will start with the two-terminal device, the diode. We will learn the diode application as a clipper. Okay. Then week 7 again devoted for other applications of diodes like clamper. Okay, and one more important topic that you would be learning in week 7 is the Zener voltage regulator, Zener diode. You will come across ordinary diodes like silicon and germanium, and a special type diode, Zener diode, that can be used as a voltage regulator. Then we will just start the basics of the three-terminal device bipolar junction transistor, the BJT, at the end of week 7. In week 8, we would mainly see this BJT, how it can be in the bias point, what is called as the bias point, how it can be fixed. I mean, setting up the DC voltages and currents in the circuit, and also how we can make the BJT function as an amplifier. If you try to recollect your, I think, week 6 of ESTC, you would have learned the abstract idea of an amplifier, just the terms like inverting amplifier, non-inverting amplifier, etc. Although you haven't learned the circuitry there. So here, by means of BJT, how to design a amplifier circuit, we will see the various configurations: common emitter, which is a CE, common base CB, and common collector CC. And again, there are typical applications where you have two signals and you need to amplify the difference between the two signals. So that comes when you learn about the differential amplifier. And you will learn one of the logic designs, logic techniques like emitter coupled logic. You have other logic families like diode transistor logic, DTL, transistor logic, TTL, and so on. I don't think even in the basic digital system paper you are covering those logic families, but somewhere maybe in some other paper you may come across. Anyway, part of that, one of the logic family, which is the emitter coupled logic, we will just mention in week 8. Now, week 9 is just a breather week. You will not have much content there. It is just a 1 hour lecture video for week 9. No new concepts introduced there. It is just a problem solving session where the professors would be solving on the BJT. Okay. Now, in week 10, since in week 8, having learned something about the BJT, you will just learn about the MOSFET as well, which is the metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. There again, equivalent to your CE, CB, CC in BJT, you will have the 3 configurations, CS, CG, and CD, which is common source, common gate, and common drain amplifier. Here also you will see the differential amplifier circuit. There we would have seen using the BJT. Here using the MOSFET, how the differential amplifier circuit can be designed. And one important topic in the VLSI aspect is the CMOS inverter. So you would be learning about the inverter logic. When you give the input as high, the output will be logic low, and vice versa. So that the electronic circuitry, the Pakka inverter circuit, how you can design using the electronic circuitry, that you would learn through the CMOS inverter topic. And week 11, we again jump back to some circuits aspects. We get introduced to what is called as a 2-port network. So you will be basically learning with 2-port and 4-terminal networks. To describe a 2-port network, we have so many parameters being defined, like set parameter, Y parameter, ABCD parameter, inverse ABCD parameter, and so on. The basic 2 of which, the admittance and the impedance parameter, the Y and Z parameters respectively, we will come across in this course. And we will just take the example of a transformer to understand what is a 2-port network, 2-port and 4-terminal network. Then we will just see the basics of mutual inductance in connection with the transformer and the impedance matching. That means a resistor connected in the primary side, if you how it get reflected on the secondary side of the transformer, and vice versa. So that we will see through the impedance matching. And at the end of the course, that is in week 12, we get introduced to what is a system. So what is a system, system properties, etc. More from signal point of view, you will be learning in the signals and system paper. So here you will just get introduced to a linear system and what is called as a transfer function, and how, given the transfer function of a system, how you can analyze the system by in the in the frequency domain using the Bode plot. So the basics on the Bode plot you would be learning in this course. You will just get the extension of what you had seen in this week 12. You will just come across the term linear system. One more term being added to the word linear time invariant system, you will learn about in the signals and system paper. Similarly, more on the Bode plot, you would explore in the control engineering paper. Okay, so the basics of the system, how you can mathematically model a system by means of the transfer function, and from the transfer function, how can you derive what are called as poles and zeros, and with the help of poles and zeros, how you can draw the Bode plot, and you will touch with the week 12. So as already mentioned, part of the course is circuit aspects, and the second half is on electronics aspect. And the CEC, since you have diversified topics, you have I suggest that you go in line with the course content and put your full efforts, because CEC is the strong base for your analog electronic systems and the other analog circuits, the elective paper later coming on. So you will feel much comfortable with those if you can score a good grade in this course. Okay, EEC. So EEC, as already mentioned, prerequisite is ESTC. So only those who have passed ESTC can opt for this in this term. And the textbooks are for the electronics based concepts. You can refer the Microelectronic Circuits by Cedra Smith. The author name is Cedra Smith. And the other book you would have already familiar with the ESTC. You would have referred it for ESTC, the Engineering Circuit Analysis by William Haight. And more textbooks for whether it be for the circuit concepts or the electronics concept, we will mention in the very first live session. Although these are the prescribed textbooks for the first one for the electronics concepts and the second one for the circuit. So any queries? And what all you learn from this course, as well as the concepts from the basic digital system paper, together will be your analog electronics lab, a separate lab course where you will be doing experiments, weekly assignments you will be having, and finally you will have a in-person lab also. So in that analog electronics lab, you will be having both the digital based experiments as well as analog based experiments would be based on the concepts that you learn here. And for the other part, that will be from what you learn from BDS, the basic digital system paper. Together is the analog electronics lab. You will not have separate for digital and analog. Any queries?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine, thank you. Ankit sir is here. Okay, I will let them know.